Hey guys, my name's Alicia, and if you don't know who I am, I make thrifting videos every single week. And if you couldn't tell by my neutral outfit I'm wearing right now, today we are going to be doing a closet clean out. I've done so many closet clean outs throughout the years, usually 2 a year, one in spring and one in fall, because that is when I basically have to switch my clothes from my summer wardrobe to my winter wardrobe. And it's been cold here in Toronto, so it's time for a closet clean out and a little switcheroo. But this closet clean out's going to be a little bit different because I wanted to try something new. I saw Alexa Sunshine do this where she used this app called Open Wardrobe, and basically you just take pictures of all of your clothes and it kind of organizes them, and you can basically make outfits on your phone with your own clothes. And I just think that's like so cool. So while we're doing the clean out, basically everything I decide to keep I have to take a picture of in order to like put it on this app. Because I don't know, I just like love the idea of like lying in bed the night before and like figuring out your outfit. And also just knowing like everything you have. I think I'm gonna start with this giant laundry basket over here of like all my recent laundry I did. Okay, first up we have this shirt. This is probably my most worn t-shirt of like the entire summer. Obviously keeping this, and we're gonna be taking our first picture. Okay, next up is just this blue hoodie from the band Seaway. Next up is this vest that I handmade last season. Definitely keeping, so we'll take a picture. It's so funny, this totally reminds me of taking like Depop pictures when I used to do flat lays, except it's for my own wardrobe, which is interesting. Okay, this is just like a little tank top. The app did recommend doing hanger photos, although I personally like the way like flat lays look better. I feel like this is just so much easier and it's just gonna go way faster. Okay, this is a top that I thrifted pretty recently. I love it. The Tommy Hilfiger. Okay, this sweater I thrifted very recently. I don't think you guys have ever seen it, but it is this little crew neck. I usually don't gravitate towards white for some reason. I just don't like how it looks on me, but for some reason this sweater I love. I think it's just like the shape, the silhouette of it. And plus, if you look closely at the graphic, it's literally just like all of my favorite colors combined. So this has kind of been like my go-to sweater for fall recently. Okay, this little basic green tank top. Also guys, something you will notice in my wardrobe, there's a lot of like these colors, like green, burgundy, and blue. And I think it's really interesting because I don't really like believe in the color analysis, like just wear whatever colors you want. But according to this chart, I'm a dark winter, and like look at the colors on this chart. That is literally like all my favorite colors to wear. So I think it's just like really interesting that I was just naturally drawn towards those colors. So I feel like there's a bit of truth in this chart. These plaid pants, keeping. Okay, these pants are great. These are like my go-to like Y2K pants. Okay, these are my Wrangler jeans I thrifted recently in the most like stunning green color that totally fits my palette. These next jeans are my Lee jeans. These have definitely been my go-tos this fall with like a nice crop. A nice Doc Marten boot crop, you know? These have definitely been another go-to jean this season if I just need like a black neutral kind of jean. I feel like as I get older, I've been prioritizing comfort over style a lot more. And these are just really comfy. They got like a nice little stretch to them. Another pair of pants that I wear because of comfort. We got the Root sweats, my Canadian gals know. This little black score, I definitely wore a ton this summer. Just so comfortable. Okay, this shirt is just a really good skater girl vibes shirt. It's oversized, it's comfy. A lot of basics coming up, so just like basic black cropped tee. Boom. This is basically the exact same shirt, but like a long sleeve version of it. But there's just like something about vintage cotton spandex that just feels so much better than whatever shirts are made of today. Another basic black t-shirt. This one just has a little logo on the front. This is just my Whatever Happened to Baby Jane t-shirt. I'm very impressed with myself that I was able to fit all of my clothes in this room. I made it work somehow, especially considering I don't have a closet. This sweater I thrifted recently, my Star cardigan, obsessed. Another one of my go-to sweaters, my little vintage Adidas fleece quarter zip. My go-to flannel, this shirt, this vintage striped tank, another little crop shirt. These two shirts are honestly very similar. I just like love that cropped boxy fit This is how you know it's winter, when you have to whip out the turtleneck. My Bugle Boy jeans, another one of my go-tos. My Harley Davidson jeans, the perfect straight leg, in my opinion. The only problem is they're very old, so they're kind of like ripping in the back pockets, like right where the butt is. Before it wasn't too bad, but now I'm like, it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, you can kind of just see my bare ass, basically. So I'm probably going to need to patch them up soon. I think next we should do the clothing rack. So this is mostly like my dresses and my sweaters and jackets. I actually wore almost every single one of my dresses this summer, so that's pretty good. Starting with this one definitely got a few wears for sure. Another one that's not fitting over my head. Another one that I wore multiple times. It's just like so cute. I love the thick straps and the buttons and just everything. This dress, another multiple wear one. I just love it. The denim, the colors, so cute. I bought this one from the Toronto Vintage Clothing Show, actually. As a seller, like, I don't buy vintage from other vintage sellers that often unless it's something I really like, so I clearly really like this one. Did I wear this at all this summer? This is a dress I handmade, which, like, you'd think I should get more wear out of it, but I don't know, something about the shape kind of gets a little frumpy. Like, I just feel like the silhouette does not really do much for me, and I did add these ties to the side for that reason, because I had a feeling. Actually, you know what, I think that's actually not that bad. Okay, do you see what I mean? It kind of like gathers here a lot, but it's not the worst. It's just tough with things you handmade. You spent so much time making it. It should be a piece that you wear all the time, but unfortunately, like, I find it's usually not the case. So cute. I think I only wore it once. It's kind of like super similar to the last one, to be honest, but this one's so cute. I thrifted it when I was in New Brunswick. This dress that I handmade a few years ago now, I think, or maybe last year. I still really love it. I think I need a water break. My boyfriend always makes fun of me for how loud I gulp water, but I literally cannot help it. Like, can you hear that? Is this dress, which I absolutely love. I finally got the chance to wear it this summer. This next one is fairly recent addition to the wardrobe, but this one's really cool because it's like all velvety and stuff. This dress I love so much, but like, I never get the chance to wear it, I feel like. It literally has a cobweb on it, if that tells you anything. I just like sometimes feel like it's almost too fancy to wear as like a casual look. But like, now is the time to wear this, so I'm gonna try to make an outfit with this soon because it's just so cute. This dress, if you remember, this was from my thrift swap with Kathleen, and I hate to say it, but I don't think I've worn it once since I got it, and I think it's because I did this thrift flip to it where I added the hearts, and I think it's just too much. Like, I think wearing a long denim dress was already kind of a lot for me. I think what I'm gonna do is actually just seam rip the hearts off, to be honest, which is something I mentioned in the video. I was like, if I ever get sick of it, this is a very easy DIY to undo. Next up is a dress you guys have never seen before because I thrifted it fairly recently, and I kind of had to buy it because I was exchanging something at Value Village, and like, so I had to pick up something, and this just happened to like fit into the price range. But it's really cute. It's my favorite color, floral dress, you know, very Alicia. Actually, I should try it on for you guys. It's really cute, and it's can definitely be styled for fall, so I'm glad I got it. Okay, this next dress is another one that I had been dying to wear, and I finally got a chance to wear it this summer at a bridal shower. Okay, next up is this dress, which I have not worn at all since I made it. This was a thrift flip too. And like, I love the concept of it. I just don't know where to wear it. I don't know, I feel like the puff sleeves make it feel fancier than it is, but like, it's just denim. I really gotta wear this next spring. Maybe this is more of like a spring thing. Okay, next up is this dress, which I think I wore a couple times this summer. I think next up are two of my only like new dresses that aren't vintage. I didn't wear this one this summer at all, but it's a good option. This is my other dress that is not vintage, but once again, I don't know, this is just like good for any of those like bridal shower, baby shower type of events, so I'm gonna keep it. This jumpsuit, it's cute, but like, I've never worn it. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not like a jumpsuit girl. Like, I just would prefer to wear a dress. We'll keep it for now, I feel like. It's definitely more out there, a little bit out of my comfort zone. Something about it I just really love. And it's actually reversible. So we're gonna have to take 2 pictures of this one. And I don't actually think I ended up wearing this side of the dress this year, funnily enough, because I feel like I prefer this side. Next up on this rack is this shirt, which when I first thrifted it, I was so obsessed with it. I wore it a ton, but I don't know, I haven't been wearing it recently. In my last closet clean out, I knew I was moving, so I was kind of like pretty brutal with that. So a lot of this stuff now is like, you know, the best of the best. Like this top, for example, I definitely wore it this summer. It's just like the perfect little pop of denim. I'm getting ramen later today, and I'm like so hungry just thinking about it. Once again, another little top that I definitely wore. Oh, this little vest, I've kind of forgot about it. I thrifted it. I think I wore it once. Definitely a good fall layering piece. This top I love. It's just the perfect little striped shirt to throw over anything. Another flannel, this time cropped, so it's nice to have the option. This little sweater, I've been wearing this a ton. This is a great transitional piece just because it's like a very loose knit, so it's quite breezy. Okay, we got my overalls. But yeah, these are great. I wore them a couple times at like the end of the summer. Fall season is definitely the most ideal time for them. Next up is my Teddy Fresh hoodie. I heart you, mom. Okay, this sweater I was debating about in my last closet clean out, and I haven't really worn it since. Why am I struggling so hard with this one? Like, I don't know, I guess it's because it's cute, it's striped. Even seeing it like photographed like this makes me want to keep it, so I'm gonna keep it. Next up is my jumpsuit. I didn't really wear this year, although now is kind of the time. Definitely one of those more out there pieces. Like, I know people wear them, like the Big Bud Press. They're really famous for their coveralls. So I know it's a vibe. It's just, I don't know, it's just like a little out of my comfort zone, but still gonna keep it. This sweater is like my perfect black sweater, so definitely keeping that. It's vintage Adidas actually, and it's funny because I thrifted it before I was like really knowledgeable about vintage, and I just think it's funny that like there's a couple pieces in my wardrobe where I did this, where I just like gravitated towards the vintage even before I like knew it was, you know? Like this piece, for example, also vintage. This is just a really good classic roots quarter zip. Okay, this I stole from my mom. She was cleaning out her closet and this was in it. And like, I have personally never really been into the blazer trend, but like this is a vibe with like the gold buttons and like the shoulder pads, and like the fact that it was hers, I just felt like I needed to keep it. So this jacket I love. It's one of my favorites. The colors are just so good. Next up is this jacket that I handmade. Another one of those handmade pieces that I definitely should wear more because it took me so long to make. It's so funny, like taking these photos, I feel like I'm seeing all these clothes from like a different perspective. My leather jacket, classic. I wore that the other night. My prized possession. This is my Teddy Fresh jacket. I wear this all the time. Like, this has definitely got its money's worth. It's just so freaking cute. Next up, another prized possession, my Lee lined jacket. So good. And then this jacket, this is one of my favorite jackets. It's just like a Sherpa-y teddy material with like the snowflake print on it. And I've gotten so many compliments on this jacket, weirdly enough. Like, there's not much to it, but people love it. Like, I'll never forget when a lady at the grocery store told me I look sharp in this jacket, and I'll just never forget that because I just thought that was so sweet and like sharp, you know, like that's such a specific word. This one is another new addition to my wardrobe, so maybe I'll try this on for you guys. But this is it. This is how it fits. The arms are definitely like a little short, which I was originally gonna like do a little DIY and extend them, but I found if I just wear like another shirt underneath, it's really not that big of a deal. But I love the cropped fit and like the little drawstring detail. And then you're not even ready for the back of this, but it just has the cutest little teddy bear like needlepoint graphic on the back. So me. Like, I need to give you a close-up of like just how good it is. Isn't this so interesting, like how similar of a vibe it is to the Teddy Fresh one, except this one is like real deal vintage, so that was a really cool find. I actually picked this one up from the Toronto Vintage Clothing Show. Okay, next up is a classic in my wardrobe. It's just my denim vest with all my patches I custom put on. This denim jacket in black. I actually cropped this one because I found I wasn't really wearing it. And we have my Tonight Alive jacket. Okay, there's also a couple things on my sewing table that need repairs. One is this jacket, which I don't think I've ever shown you guys because I originally bought it off Vinted to rework it, but then just never really found a piece to put on the back. And then I realized it's kind of the perfect denim jacket. I love the darker wash blue. It's a good option to have if I don't want to wear like one full of patches. And it's vintage Levi's, which is really cool. It's very like worn in and stuff. The only ish with this one is, I don't know if you could see, but there's like a bunch of crud on the back because somebody had like a ton of patches on it already and they were like ironed on, so it's kind of like left this residue that I have been meaning to take off. Apparently you can take it off with acetone, which is like nail polish remover. We'll get to that eventually. And then the other thing would be just my vintage short overalls. The only issue with these ones is they actually just ripped a hole in the side of them, just like right over here. It's nothing major, I just have to patch it up. My plaid maxi skirt. This is kind of like an all-purpose, all-season kind of item, I feel like. Okay, next up is this skirt, which you guys haven't seen before, so maybe I'll try that on for you as well. Gray color with a little bit of pink flowers. So next up is this one. I thrifted it very recently. It's definitely way more of a summer piece, which is why I haven't gotten the chance to wear it, but like just wait till next summer. She is going to be making an appearance. Okay, this next skirt I haven't worn in so long. It's another thrift flip. It's cool. It's just like a little janky in some places. Next up is this little skirt. Definitely one of my favorites for the summer. This skirt is full of my dog's hair from when I went back home, but this was another one I thrifted recently, vintage Nike. This skirt that I thrifted this summer, and I have been wearing this so much. Like, this is one of my go-to skirts, like, absolutely. Another denim skirt, this time with, like, the little button-up detail. Another floral skirt, this time in a midi length. This next one is my Mickey Mouse skirt. These are my Wrangler shorts, definitely some of my favorites in my wardrobe, although I didn't wear them a ton this summer just because I've definitely been more into longer shorts lately. These shorts are my favorite. They're just the perfect length. My most worn shorts of the summer. And then we also have them in a darker blue, depending on how you're feeling or like if it goes with the outfit. I can't believe I was considering getting rid of them in my last closet clean out because they are so comfortable and I wore them a ton this summer. I actually did not wear it all this summer, which is kind of sad, but I don't know, I guess I just wasn't feeling the striped shorts this year. Next up are these shorts, which are another go-to for me. They're just a little bit more on the shorter side, although they do have a pretty high waist. These are kind of like my backup shorts when like all my other ones are in the laundry. This skirt I handmade, and it's pretty freaking janky. I probably would never wear it out of the house, but it is good for like certain styling purposes when I'm doing videos. These shorts are awesome. They're vintage Levi's. I don't think I wore them this summer either. Maybe once, but I don't know. I just feel like I don't gravitate towards white. These shorts are my black shorts. Definitely got a ton of wear out of them this summer as well. Okay, this is the one pair of shorts I actually might get rid of. I know in my last closet clean out, I was considering it and I was going to see if I wore them this summer, and I just didn't end up wearing them. I have so many other short options, so I think I'm actually going to get rid of it, and I can't believe this is the first item we're getting rid of in this closet clean out. These are just some fun little sweat shorts. I actually did not wear this at all this summer. One, because like, I don't know, there wasn't really an occasion, and two, it kind of got lost at the back of my dresser, so I feel like for next year, this is definitely an item that needs to be like probably hung up on the clothing rack where I can see it. Okay, this black t-shirt, this is one that I said I was going to get rid of a long time ago, but I was looking for a replacement, and although I haven't really found like a black ribbed t-shirt, I've just found some more plain ones. I think I'm just going to get rid of it now. I think now that I have that Nike pleated skirt, like, I have a use for this one, so I think we're actually going to get rid of this too. This t-shirt was actually like my absolute favorite at one point, but I don't know, I've kind of been like not gravitating toward it recently. I think it might be because it's just like a little bit too oversized, where it's like not even oversized, it's just like that doesn't fit you. It just says hang 10 on the front. Another t-shirt, this one I do wear. Okay, this next shirt is really cool. I did wear it a few times in the summer, but I think it's time to pass it along. It's so cool. It's like this vintage University of Waterloo t-shirt, and I did not go to that school, so I feel like this would just be so much more special in the hands of someone who did go to that school. So I think I'm actually going to list this on my Depop, which, if you guys have been wondering, I have not posted on Depop in months. Basically, I was taking a little break when I moved, and then I started a new job, and it's just been like crazy busy. So I basically have had to choose between Depop and YouTube, and clearly I've been choosing YouTube. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I don't know when I'll get another chance to post, but hopefully soon. Okay, next up we just have my Wolf t-shirt. It's like a polo shirt, but then once again, it's got that like 2019 cinch detail vibes. I think it's just the fact that it's orange too. It's just too much going on, and like I never wear it, so I should really just get rid of it. Okay, this tank top, a staple in my wardrobe. Okay, this tank top, I did not wear it all this summer. I just don't wear white, and that's what I thought in my last closet clean out, because I was stuck between these two tank tops. And I feel like I like this one better. And I think, unfortunately, this one's just gotta go. This next top I handmade. I got to wear it for my sister's 70s themed party this year, so that was really fun. I have a whole, like, matching pair of pants you'll see eventually. It's just one of those things that, once again, I handmade, so, like, I kind of have to keep it. This is just a classic tank top I wear all the time. This tank top used to be one of my favorites, except I didn't really wear it at all this year. I think I'm gonna keep it, though. Okay, this shirt I kind of like rediscovered this year and actually wore. Okay, this shirt I just need to get rid of. I did not wear it this summer. I haven't worn it in frankly years. So this little Brandy tank top I'm keeping. This is just my little Teddy Fresh dupe tank that I made. My Riot Fest t-shirt, one of the few band t-shirts. It's not really a band, but like music t-shirts that I actually wear and I kept. Okay, this shirt I wear sometimes, but like the armpits are kind of like severely messed up. Like, I don't know if it's just because it's so old, I've worn it so many times. There's like deodorant like caked on the armpits, and like I've tried washing it, but like it just doesn't seem to come out. I don't know. I feel like I just have so many t-shirts. Okay, this shirt for sure we're getting rid of. I kind of had a feeling. It's just like way too small on me. I love the layered look of it, but it's too tight under my armpits, so we're just gonna sell that. My Chemical Romance t-shirt. This one also kind of ended up at the back of my closet. Another item that Kathleen thrifted for me, so it's very special. Y'all, this vest, if you watched my last closet clean out, you'll know the story behind it, but it's still in my closet. I haven't worn it. Okay, this has definitely been my go-to tank top this summer. Okay, this little shirt, now that I'm wearing it, I'm like, dang, this is cute. I was actually going to get rid of it, but now I think I'm going to keep it now that I tried it on. Okay, this shirt I don't wear that often, but it's kind of a nice option to have. This is my other most worn tank top. I just absolutely love the cut of it. I'm just realizing now that it has like chocolate stains or something on it, so I'm just going to put this in the wash. Okay, this tank top is cute, but I think it just might be too low cut for me. I don't know. I don't really feel comfortable wearing it. So basic white t-shirt, an essential. This tank top I didn't really wear, but I think it's a good option to have. And then last from this pile is this tank top, which I just DIY'd to fit me. I added the panel in the back. Made a whole video about that if you want to watch it. There is this little cardigan in here as well. It's kind of too small for me. It's kind of too thin to be like an actual sweater, but it's also good just in case, you know, little black cardigan. Like, okay, now we're gonna go through some of my jeans that I kept throughout the summer. Why did I have my corduroys out? I have no idea, but these are my Lee corduroy pants. They're so good, but I took them in myself and I may have taken them in a little too much, so I might have to put these back on the chopping block. But for now, I will take a pic. Okay, these sweatpants, like I already showed you guys my other pair of sweatpants, and I barely wear sweatpants in general, and I never wear these ones, so I think I just need to get rid of them. See, these are definitely more of the type of sweatpants that I would wear, because they're not really sweatpants, but they're really comfy. Okay, next up are these pants. I actually thrifted them pretty recently. They're just like these black flared Levi's. I haven't really been wearing them that much. I don't know, I'm kind of regretting buying them. We'll hang on to them for now, we'll see. Okay, these are my Guess jeans. basically at like the end of the summer, I tried these on and like they were quite tight. Like I could barely do them up. So the fact that I can wear them and I have a pair of leggings underneath is pretty good. Okay, this is my pair of carpenter pants. I love these. This is my other pair of carpenter pants. Okay, these pants, I love the wash and color and the patch on the back, but they're almost a little bit too tapered for my liking. I don't know. I don't want to get rid of them just yet. And then these are the pants I was talking about earlier that match that top that I made. And then the very last thing here is just my denim cargo skirt. Okay, this is just a white hoodie. I don't love the graphic on it, but I mostly use this as a layering piece. So my grandpa sweater, definitely keeping. My cardigan that I got in Paris. This like longer style cardigan. This sweater, which is totally one of my favorite fall sweaters. I can't believe I haven't taken it out yet for this year. This little turtleneck sweater, a classic. This is just a band hoodie in one of my favorite colors. This sweater, one of my favorite winter sweaters. It just has the dog sledding on it. This cardigan, another one that I'm surprised I haven't taken out this season. And then lastly in that bin, my I Heart New York shirt, which funny enough, I got this 10 years ago when I went to New York City. And me and Matt have planned a trip in December to go back. So that is going to be really fun. Also, like I'm going to try to film a thrift with me in New York City. So stay tuned for that. Okay, I have one more bin, but I think I have to get ready for the day. So I'm going to put this on pause. Good morning, guys. It's officially day 2 of this closet clean out and we have one more bin to get through. And this is kind of a fun one because it actually has a lot of like my dresses, like my really fancy dresses in it, and a few more fun sweaters. So okay, first up is this sweater. I've actually already worn it this season and I've said it before, but like this is actually basically my favorite sweater of all time. This one, another favorite, another great one. This is just this little navy mock neck with this nautical graphic on it. Next up is this cardigan, one of my favorites. This is my favorite vintage Christmas sweater. This next one is one of my favorite sweaters. The graphic is just like absolutely fucked up. You can barely see what's going on. There's actually a puppy or a couple puppies on there, but I just love the checkered neckline. I think that's so cool. Next up, got a couple sweater vests in here. This one was hand embroidered by Kathleen, so super special. My other sweater vest, I love this one. I think it's so cool. It's made of mohair, which I love the texture, but it like sheds quite a bit. Like I will always find like these tiny little turquoise hairs everywhere, and I know exactly where they come from. So many sweaters. I think I tried to get rid of this one last year, but I didn't, just because I like the sporty kind of graphic on this one. Varsity, is that the word I'm looking for? I think so. But next up, we just have this long sleeve shirt with a stripe and a bell sleeve. This little striped shirt is like so Halloween-y to me. Like I feel like the neckline looks like a pumpkin, so I kind of missed the opportunity to wear it for the Halloween season, but here it is now. This beautiful vintage velvety burgundy wrap top. This cropped striped long sleeve polo. My striped black and white turtleneck. This one's just really good for layering. Another striped turtleneck. This one a little bit of a different colorway. My Harley Davidson turtleneck. This turtleneck I almost got rid of last year, but I didn't, so that means I like really have to wear it this fall. Just a basic green long sleeve. This plain white turtleneck, which honestly kind of sucks. It's like super thin and like kind of too big for me, so that's something I should really keep my eyes out for. This little slip top. And then the very last top is this one. This is like what I would consider my like fancy top. It's like made of silk and has this like little buttons up the front. I don't know, it's just like super unique compared to everything else I have. Okay, the rest of the things in here are dresses mostly. There's one skirt. This is the skirt, so cute. I should definitely pack this for my New York City trip. This dress, which I haven't really worn in a couple years, but I don't know, there's just something that compels me to keep it. This vintage velvet garage dress, so stunning. I wore it to a wedding once. But next is this dress. This is my beautiful vintage New Year's dress. I think I wore it last year for New Year's, but I plan on wearing it basically every New Year's. And then this stunning dress that I wore to a wedding once. This next dress I've yet to wear. This lady on Facebook was giving it away for free. It's vintage. It's like this really cool high neck fit with this like corset lace up in the back. Theoretically, like those are things that I like. Those are all things I like, but I don't know. When I tried this one on, I wasn't obsessed with it, but who knows, maybe we'll find an occasion. And then the very last item in here, which I'm reluctant to take out, there's a reason why it's in this little quarantine bag, is because it's just gonna get sparkles absolutely everywhere, but we gotta do this quick. But it is this stunning dress that I finally got to wear recently to a wedding, so we are putting that back immediately. Oh my god, I can't believe I literally got through all my clothes. I took a picture of every single one. So you know what, why not? Let's speed run the shoes and the bags. And the hats, I guess, too. Like, might as well, we made it this far. Doc Martens, cowboy boots, long black boots. I absolutely hate wearing heels. These are like the one pair my sister gave me. And they're like somewhat comfortable, so these are like the only heels I ever wear. These booties that I bought from Forever 21 like way back in the day. These shoes are iconic because I basically wear them in every single one of my Depop photos, and as much as I absolutely love them, they're like the most uncomfortable shoes. My little platform sandals, I love these. My Doc sandals, I feel like I'm finally breaking these in after having them for like years at this point. And then we just have my Nikes. These are like my number one most worn sneaker. I thrifted them from Thrift Store by the pound for like dirt cheap. They're just the most comfortable shoe ever. Next up are these, the North Face little puffer shoes. I did not realize I needed these in my life. They're just like the comfiest little like slip-on shoe. We also have my high top Vans, my low top Converse. I'm hanging on to all my low top shoes. I feel like they're gonna come back soon. Along with my low top Vans that are like faded from the sun. We got my Converse, my other pair of Doc Martens. These are definitely like one of my most worn pair of shoes. As soon as it turns fall, that's basically all I wear. White Converse, my Timberlands. I definitely prefer the Blundstones over the Timberlands. Okay, these Ugg boots I actually thrifted recently because I was like, I just want like a comfy shoe that I can wear to the grocery store kind of vibe. I totally forgot that I already owned the North Face ones, so now I have Uggs. My burgundy cons, my checkered slip-on Vans, my Vans old schools, lastly sandals, some Tevas. These are kind of filthy. And then the Birkenstocks. These are like Old Faithful. I think it's just my hats and bags, and then I'm good. Let's do this quick. Okay, this is my roly-poly-oly hat. I don't think I've actually shown this to you guys yet. Let me give you a close-up. It has roly-poly on the front and then just the text on the back there, but this was actually given to me by this lady on Facebook who used to be an animator, and she basically just had like this merch from when she worked on the Roly Poly Oly show, and I just think that is so freaking cool. One of my favorite hats. Comment down below if you have watched Roly Poly Oly. Is that just a Canadian thing? I honestly don't know. My Kodak hat. I wear this one all the time. But next up is my Teddy Fresh hat. But yeah, this is my cyanotype hat. I don't know if you can tell, but like over time, it kind of like faded and it almost looks like dirty. So I think it's because it was exposed to the sun like afterwards, so that was kind of annoying because it looks a little weird now. Okay, very quickly, lastly, I'm just gonna take pictures of my bags. That is it. That is officially my closet clean out fall 2023. It was a multi-day process, but I'm glad I did it. And hopefully it's actually going to be worth doing all this in this app. I will let you guys know. I'll keep you updated if I actually use this. But I don't know, it kind of feels good to just know exactly everything that I have in my closet. As per usual, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week.